Hi, Rich Tehrani here, coming to you from CTIA 2010, and we're in Las Vegas, very sunny Las Vegas. Today we're going to be speaking with Arun from Newbay Software. He is the CMO. How are you?
I'm good, thanks.
So tell us a little bit about your company, please.
Sure. Newbay, we're based in Seattle and Dublin, so kind of a European and American headquarters. And our vision is that all content, whether it's user-generated content or premium content, music, etc., will eventually live in the cloud. So we think all content should leave the device, be put in the cloud, and accessed from any device, from a PC, TV, cell phone, I don't know, fridge device, iPad, whatever it is. Very, very simple concept. And we believe the operators are kind of the key to this cloud. So we provide software, white label software to the operators to run these cloud services.
Okay, so if I'm a user, what are the benefits?
Sure. So I'm sure you have a lot of photos at home that you've taken on your camera.
Yes.
And I'm sure you have some on your handset.
Sure. The phone, the flip, the...
Yeah, exactly.
I have a bunch of mini DV tapes I don't know what to do with.
Absolutely. And you have your contacts in your phone. You have another contact in your Microsoft Outlook. You have text messages on your phone. You've got all this content all over the place.
Right.
So it'd be pretty cool if you could just take all of that and put it in a single place. So if you lose your DVDs or your house on fire or you lose your phone, it doesn't really matter. You have all the content safe in the cloud and you can manage it from there. And you can access it from any other device. You buy a new phone, you can access all the content you had or you want to from your PC or from your TV at home. You can take a photo and send it to your grandmother who lives somewhere else in front of her TV, and she can see the photo or video right there.
So you're enabling a carrier to compete effectively with like a Carbonite or a Mozy or some of those other services, consumer services for backup? Except that your tentacles reach out into all these different devices.
Yeah, so the Carbonite and Mozy, they do backup and restore.
Sure.
So that's one element of what we do. That's kind of the safe mantra, I guess. But we kind of do another paradigm, which is the managing of that content online. So I can drag and drop it and stick it on Facebook. So the content in the cloud, I can do whatever I want with it. So it's much more engaging. It's about going and managing your content in the cloud as opposed to just backing up and restoring.
So it's a GUI interface that I have access to up there?
Yeah, absolutely. Completely Flash interface, drag and drop, Ajax, HTML5 now. So, and the interfaces, different interfaces on your handset as well.
So when you throw in Ajax and HTML5, so that means I can use an iPhone because right with the Flash,
absolutely.
I couldn't. And actually, most mobile devices don't have Flash yet.
Yeah.
And the iPad will never get it apparently.
Absolutely. If it's Steve Jobs says, yeah.
What he says goes.
Yeah,
so,
absolutely.
So that means you'll need multiple standards for multiple devices.
Absolutely. Yeah. So and you know when you get your iPad on the 3rd of April, you can access all this content from your cloud.
Is that when I'm getting mine?
I don't know.
I better go buy one then.
Absolutely.
So I can get mine on the 3rd of April. So what's next for the company?
So right now the product we sell, we call it a user content ecosystem.
Okay.
Which is about the devices and about the content. We call it live cache. That's a Newbay term. And it's kind of a product-based solution. So there's a bunch of products. The carriers choose whichever products they want, and then they offer an end service. So things we're behind. For example, T-Mobile US has an album. We're behind that. You can store all your photos and videos in their album. And you can share those photos and videos with Facebook and MySpace, etc. And we do the same thing in Europe as well. So we're about to launch with a whole bunch of new carriers. We have 80 million registered users on Live Cache right now, and 55 million of those are active, so pretty cool. And we store about 10 billion pieces of media content right now.
Do you, and this is a very difficult question to answer, but I'm very curious. For a typical new carrier that comes to you, do you have any idea in terms of how much revenue they're able to generate based upon, typical services that they buy?
Sure.
Et cetera. Just
sure. So there's different revenue streams. So our products are cloud-based products, which are like photo, video album, digital vault, message minder. And then we have contacts in the cloud, and then we have the ability to share that. So we have something called our social networking gateway, which is an aggregated social networking experience on various devices. And so it depends which product they take. So the social networking gateway, the revenue model for the carrier is getting more people onto their data network. So people paying to get onto the data network. And they also make money on SMS alerts, etc. Whereas a cloud-based solution, it's two big things. One, the loyalty. So if you stored all your stuff on one particular cloud, you will think twice before you move it.
So churn has got to be reduced.
Churn, absolutely. But it's a whole new revenue stream in terms of storage. So Google charge, I think you get 1 gigabyte for free on Picasa, and above that you have to pay for storage, same as Flickr. All the internet companies in the past used to give storage for free, but that's not a workable model. And they're all charging for storage, except for the newer internet players. They're not charging at the moment. And so the whole storage business model is a brand new revenue earner for the carrier.
Okay, so, but if you had to give me a number, is it per user per month? Is it 50 cents a month in addition? ARPU increase?
Yeah, again,
it depends on what they do, right?
Yeah, and which country. I mean, we're launching in Armenia. You know,
understood.
About 30 cents a month. They can make up to probably 10, 20 bucks a month extra.
20 bucks a month, huh?
Yeah, absolutely. It depends how much you store. So just imagine all that content you have at home. It's a digital content, which is at least 50 gigs or 100 gigs of content that you can store up, and you pay for storage.
Well, I was an old Ophoto customer.
Oh, okay.
They got bought by Kodak,
Yeah,
and then more recently they sent me an email saying, unless you buy $20 worth of product from us, you were going to cancel your account.
Yeah.
And so I now am a $20 a year customer of Kodak.
There you go.
It's either that or re-uploading
all that stuff again.
Stuff.
Absolutely, yeah.
And my broadband provider may just shut me down if I even try to upload all my photos. So I'm just going to pay my $20 a year. And
okay.
So yeah, you're right about storage.
Yeah, absolutely. It's a whole new revenue stream. So they make money in communications right now, but storage is definitely.
So we've got about 30 seconds left. What's next for the company?
So we want to get to 300 million registered users on LiveCache. And
so that's the whole U.S. population, basically.
Yeah, pretty much. And we want at least 50% of those active. So we want 150 million active users.
Right.
And I think hopefully we'll get there in the next year or two.
Okay.
So our products are geared for the end user. So we're always improving our user experience, like single-click upload. So if you have a phone right now, and the very first time you take a photograph, and it says, would you like to upload everything else you do on your phone, and use click yes, you never have to worry about it again. And we call that zero click, because after that you never have to click again. So we think zero click is the killer application for LTE. So
I agree.
So LTE can finally take all that load. So
good luck.
Thank you very much.
Nice meeting you.
Good.
Thank you.
Thanks.